Being fairly recent in the history of the winery, was there someone in your family who was the winemaker, or did you rely on outside consultants? And how did you start on the path of producing the quality levels that you're producing today?
In particular, in our area that was doing wine doing in particular grapes in Sevres, producing grapes in Sevres, we really needed someone with an external look to bring and to bring us the capability to really produce super high quality. And another person that was critical to our success was Pierpaolo, and is Pierpaolo Sirk, who is probably the best agronomist that working in Italy. He was our consultant since 2003, but then he became CEO, so he's in charge, he's full-time at the winery, and he's in charge of our production since 2009. And it was important because over time we moved from having, we always paid enormous respect to the vineyards, but we moved progressively to put the vineyards in the to put the winemaking in the center, to put the vineyards in the center. So before we had important winemakers, now we have a great agronomist as a core consultant. And I think it's important because I think it's important that somebody who knows the vineyards and who knows the moment to harvest, who knows everything and talks literally to the vines, leads the game of winemaking. That's what's important.
So the indigenous varietals that you're producing, Falanghina, Fiano, Greco, and the Aglianico, how have the aging regime for the wines, this is probably a modern approach because of the winery being so new. What type of vessels are you using?
Tim, first of all, there is a common characteristics that in a way characterize all our varietals, although they're quite different in their expression. They all enjoy minerality and freshness because of the soils and the climate. And so our approach to winemaking has always been to try to preserve and enhance these primary characteristics of the grapes. So as little as interference as possible. So on the whites, we use only stainless steel vessels for a few months, 4 to 5 months aging in there, fermentation and aging. And we were the first one actually to extend this period, because before the wines were released only 2 months after harvest, we were the first one to push this deadline 6 or 7 months later, because a little bit also bottle aging helps in order to bring balance to wines that have an enormous freshness when released. And I think this is important, but after a few months in bottle, they're even more enjoyable for the consumer. Since the beginning of the 2000s and even more now, we are changing the balance, and the largest Slavonian oak is now predominant in the aging of the red wines. Aglianico in particular doesn't like too much oak interference. So again, if you use larger vessels and you use it for a longer time, it helps to preserve the fruit as it is.